Brownix drifted off to sleep. She had a dream that she was once again a filly. Brownix, sweetheart, go sit at your side of the table. Brownix walked over to her chair and sat up in it. Her mother came over and placed a cup of tea in front of her. She walked over to her side of the table and sat down the cup of tea and as well sat down in the chair. Now, Brownix, you know about your power, correct? Yeah, it's awesome. Well, I don't think you'll be too surprised to hear this. Or, well, I don't think you'll be feeling too great to hear this. What's up? You can't show this power to any pony. Why? It's so cool and amazing. You can't even use it, Brownix. What? Come on! Seriously? My brother gets more privileges. You don't understand this, but your brother and sister don't have this. They don't? They don't. And even if they did, I'd make sure it'd stay under control. I would sit them down and tell them the same talk. Listen, I have the power as well, but I never use it. See, the pony who wields the power, if they use it too much, they could turn evil. Oh, so like, that's the reason why I'm not allowed to use it, and you never use it? Yes, that's the main part. There's also more to this story. Okay. So, tell me. For generations, this has been passed down. It's actually been passed down for around 10 generations now. It's a power that's been possessed in one of the ponies or all of the fillies within the family. How did this power came to be? Nobody knows. I think it might have been through your great-great-grandmother. See, there was a story being told about your great-grandfather finding a magical orb with dark power, but I don't believe it was your great-great-grandfather. I believe it was your great-great-grandmother. Oh, so it passes down from generation to generation. Yes, and through generation to generation, it gets stronger. See, when the power was first possessed, it wasn't as strong, but now it's ultra strong. It's in you, Onyx. This power, it could be more powerful than the two sisters. Oh, the two sisters? Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. Oh. So, why can't I exactly show this power to anybody? Well, your brother knows about the power, but not your sister. Why does my brother know, not my sister? Well, your brother found out by pure accident when you were an infant. This is how I found out as well, that you have the power. I thought it might have been your brother, but the power never showed, so I knew that it wasn't him. When it showed in you, I knew that this was going to be a little bit of a tough ride. See, you were a tough infant, and you're still a tough kid. So, does my sister possess this power? No, it's only possessed within you. Aren't you an only child? Oh, not exactly. I actually had a brother and a sister. We were all three blessed with this power. I didn't use mine at all, while they used it all the time. Eventually, they decided to team up together and use this power for greater evil. They don't know that I have a family because they tried convincing me to use this power against you. Against, well, not you, but you know what I mean. Against every pony else and become way stronger. Oh. So, what would happen if they found out that you did have a family, now you possessed the power? They would try to persuade you, Renix. You're a very easy pony to persuade. Yeah, I quite am, but I'm pretty tough. Listen, Renix, you cannot, if they do ever find out that I did have a family with all of you, they would try to figure out which one of you had the power. You cannot let this power be shown to you. Oh. what happens if they do find out that I did have the power? They try to persuade Ranix to join their side, use his power for no good. So is all the power the exact same from generation to generation? Well, it's not exactly the same. Oh, so, what do you mean by that, though? Well, if it were possessed within your brother's, say, an earth pony, he would probably have a magic, but he wouldn't be, he'll probably also have super strength, but he wouldn't be able to fly or use a unicorn horn. But he could be able to take magic and use ultra strength. Say if it were possessed within your sister, or mostly me, a unicorn, or your magic would go bizarre and crazy. See, if it was possessed within a Pegasus, like you, I don't know. See, our family never had Pegasus within our family, so it's very hard to determine what would happen. Really? All these generations just unicorns and earth ponies? Yes. So am I adopted or something? No, you're not, but it's probably from a recessive gene from way more farther back. Like, I don't know, 100 generations ago? There were Pegasus in their family. Then they started dying out. You must possess it. But because the Pegasus kind of died out of our family before the 10th generation, where your great-great-grandmother found this dark magic, we don't know exactly what you would do. But it'll probably be stronger than both Unicorn and the Earth Ponies combined. See, they're both strong, but I believe the Pegasus might be the strongest above all of them. Oh, so wow, that's crazy. But one thing seems the exact same throughout the generations with this magic. A purple ore will come from your eyes when you turn evil or when you get mad or cranky or something like that. This is why I need you to keep this underneath control. You're starting preschool next year. You can't let any pony see this. Okay. Okay. Thank you for sitting down and listening to me, Ranix. You're welcome, Mom. Ranix got up out of her seat and ran over to her mom and gave her a nice big hug. Ranix woke up to banging on her cell door. "Get up, you sleepyhead," said a pony. "The king wants to see you." King? Seriously? Do you mean Die Pie or something? He's the king. Now get up and get moving along. He wants to see all of you within this throne room. Ranix walked down the long corridor, getting a glance around every single pony within sight. He saw so many YouTubers and famous ponies were locked in their magic train. They seemed weak. They walked through the corridors, entering the throne room. There you go. As he kind of pushed all three of them towards the king. Perfect. Now, I only need you. As he pointed his hoof to Ranix. Me? Why me? I think you'll figure this out. Now, I'll let every pony here free in this village. Well, every pony that's in the castle free. I'll even let your friends free. I'll let the guards free, the servants free, every pony. If you come join my side. No, why would I do that? Think of it. Your friends would be free, be able to do what they want. Every pony would be free. And you just have to live your life within misery. Or You can live it with power and ruling. Bronix looked at her friends, who looked shocked and worried. She saw Mark shake his head no, telling her to not do it, and it wasn't worth it. How about this? I'll throw in a bonus. I'll even release this whole entire little small village from these vines that I created. You created the vines? Why, yes. I can create a mess without anything. I'm very powerful and strong. I have every single YouTuber's magic, all except your three. I have every pony's magic. Even the two sisters. He stomped his hoof. Hey, go get them. Go get who? Well, to see for yourself. As a pony came back with the two sisters, chains around their necks and hooves, they seemed weak and tired, and their cutie marks were not there. I'll even let them free. The sisters look around right next weakly, the look of disgust, almost, but also a look of fear. Then Celestia spoke. Even if what you said were true, why would she do this? Silence, he said, with a loud tone of voice. Because if she does this, all of Equestria could go free, continue on with their daily lives, and I would just take the magic from her, force her to join the dark side, and probably retake Equestria. He said while smiling. She looked at the Pegasus. What's your name? She said. Brownix. Don't do it, she said. It's not worth it. Brownix looked at them shocked. Every pony in the throne room was waiting for an answer. So, what are you going to do? Let all the ponies of Equestria feel misery? Or give your magic and power to me? Brownix thought of everything that was just thrown at her. She even thought of when she was a filly. Everything was racing through her mind. She smiled. Fine, she said, sounding serious. Well, then come here, he said. As she walked up to him, as he started training her magic. Brownix collapsed to the floor, feeling weak and helpless. Let every pony free. There. And if I were to give you two sisters back your magic, how would I know you wouldn't use it against me? Well, you wouldn't know. Maybe we might form an attack to get back her magic as well. So be it then. Brownix weakly looked up at Pie. She said, let the sisters have their magic back. What? Let them have their magic back. If I gave up my magic so I can set every pony free of Equestria that you have already trained magic from. Let them go. Fine, as you wish. As he sat quietly, closing his eyes, and a beam of black and white formed, giving back the sisters their magic. Now go and don't ever return here, he said. Servants, lead them out and back to Canterlot. Yes, sir, they said, as escorting the princesses away out of the castle. Don't worry. Equestria is still underneath my power, but not completely. See, now they are free because of you giving me your magic, he said, smiling. You don't know what you have done, silly filly, he said.